Americans received an average of 13.9 million holiday gifts this year, but how many of those gifts will be acknowledged with a thank you note? Mailing industry expert Jeff Peoples is here to tell us why sending a handwritten thank you note in the age of email is still the best way for people to connect, and he's going to remind us some key mistakes to avoid before you drop that envelope in the mailbox. Thanks for coming back.
Thanks. Mark Zuckerberg challenged himself to write one thank you note every day for a year.
Wow.
The founder of Facebook, George H.W. Bush, the 41st president of the United States, wrote 10 notes per day his whole presidency.
Wow.
If those very busy people can take the time to write thank you notes, you and I think we can too.
We can find that time. And I did say you were going to give us some things to avoid.
Yes. The first mistake to avoid is not writing a note.
There we go. That's, of course, the first one.
People think they don't care, and they really do.
Yeah.
The second mistake to avoid is not making it personal and specific. Put a little bit about what the gift was, how it meant, and really importantly, what that person means to them. You know, acknowledge them. The third mistake to avoid is addressing errors. Simple as not putting on a stamp.
Oh, yeah.
Or misspelling the name, or the Postal Service says over 6 billion pieces are undeliverable as addressed. So take the moment, look up the zip code,
yes,
because you don't want to get what Elvis Presley got when he sang, "Return to sender, address unknown,
right,
no such number, no such zone." So take that a little bit of extra care. And now that you know some of the mistakes to avoid, I always remember thank. Mm-hmm. T, take the time, write a note. Mm-hmm. H, handwriting. It makes a difference.
Yeah.
A, attitude of gratitude. Really appreciate the person. Out of all the billions of people, these people gave you a gift. N, normal. Make it a normal part of your everyday gift receiving. K, keep track. What they sent you, who it was, and I even keep track of what I sent back because I want to remember over time. It makes a difference.
And that kind of goes into why we should be sending these notes. And like you said, it really shows appreciation. Mm-hmm. And I was telling you during the commercial break, I'm going to make this a why to send a thank you note / dating advice from Tina, because my husband, even before we got married, would always send handwritten thank you notes to everybody. I didn't know he was doing this. I didn't know that was a part, and he learned it from his mother, and it was passed down to him. So we'd go visit my parents. We'd come home. That very next day, he would sit down, write a thank you note, put an envelope, put it in the mail, and my mom would call me and say, "Did you know he sent me a thank you note to thank us for making dinner or whatever?" Put a ring on it, because that was it just showed that he was a very gracious, a very appreciative human being. Guys, do this with the ladies and the parents. It goes a long way.
Absolutely. Fantastic. So if you want to get more gifts, give more, write more thank you notes, and give more thanks.
Yes. I think that all goes in, to one another. Look at this. Jeff got me a thank you note. Look at that. From you, right address, everything is correct. And I'm going to open this later and be very happy that you sent me this thank you note. You are doing as you preach, as they say. I think this is a great note. And I know, Jeff, you always come here. We talked before the holidays. You know, we talked about sending things out and how to get them out. This is just another way. It's an email age, but this is what shows you really mean something.
Absolutely. Mark Zuckerberg, all the rest, they're doing it. There's lots of people that make a difference. And your husband, what a fantastic
Mark Zuckerberg, George Bush, and Jesse Rhodes. They're all in that list of people. Jeff, thank you so much for coming. This is such a great reminder, and I'm going to tell them how they can learn more from you as well right now. But thank you. Now, to learn even more great tips about writing thank you notes and much more, visit jeffpeoples.tv. For more details, also call 1-800-524-0380.